ready to post, and then froze. You had the photo, you had the idea, but the words just wouldn't come. Be honest, hands up, hands up. Yes, you're not alone. Today I'm going to show you how that will never happen again. Let me tell you a story. A few months ago, one of my leaders came to me completely frustrated. She said, Cristi, I know I need to post on Instagram. I know consistency matters, but every time I sit down to write, I freeze. I spend 30 minutes staring at the screen and end up posting nothing. I smiled at her and said, what if you had a personal assistant, one that works 24/7, never gets tired, and always has new ideas? She laughed. That sounds amazing, Cristi, but that's impossible. And I said, well, it's not. That assistant exists, and it's called ChatGPT. Before we dive in, let's take a step back. What is exactly artificial intelligence, or AI? Here's the simplest way to think about it. AI is like a very smart calculator. Instead of solving numbers, it solves ideas. It gives you input. You give them words, questions, and problems, and the AI gives you output. It gives you answers, drafts, and suggestions. There are many, many kinds of AI. Some AI creates images, like logos or videos. Some AIs help you edit photos. Others help you analyze data. The world of AI is huge, and it's growing every day. But today, I want to focus on one tool that has completely changed how entrepreneurs and network marketers, us, create content. And that is ChatGPT. So, what is ChatGPT? Think of it as a conversation partner trained with knowledge from books, articles, and conversations. It doesn't think like a human, okay? But it can understand your words and generate ideas, captions, scripts, even business strategies in seconds. Here's the key. ChatGPT doesn't replace you, okay? It's not here to take away your creativity. It's here to help you brainstorm, write faster, and get unstuck. If I had to give you an analogy, I want you to think as AI as a car, but you are the driver, okay? The car makes the journey faster and easier, but you have to decide where you're going. Now, why AI and why now? Why is it so relevant? Well, social media today moves at the speed of light. Think about it. Yesterday trending reel, today is all news. And yet, what do people really crave online? They're not craving perfection, not polished marketing. What they crave is authenticity. They want to see the real you. Your morning routine, your kids playing, and how do you use the oils for sleep. But here's the challenge we all have. We don't have the luxury of spending 2 hours crafting the perfect caption, right? Most of us are running businesses, taking care of our families, leading teams. So time is our most precious resource. That's where AI comes in. And remember, it doesn't replace your voice. It amplifies it. Think of ChatGPT like a microphone, okay? The microphone doesn't sing the song for you, but it makes sure that everyone in the stadium can hear you clearly. So, instead of sitting in front of a blank screen, stuck and frustrated, you can sit with ChatGPT and say, hey, help me brainstorm, help me write, help me simplify. And in minutes, you go from nothing to something, from silence to a strategy. Imagine this. What normally takes you hours, you can now do it in 30 seconds, 30 minutes. An entire week of content, captions, reels, stories, ready before your coffee even gets cold. So, this is not about working harder, this is about working smarter. Because your time is better spent connecting with people and not fighting with a blinking cursor on your phone. Now, I want to know, please, raise your hand if you have already tried ChatGPT. Very good. Okay, now keep your hand up if you actually use it more than once to help your business. Okay, great. See, many people open it once and never go back. Today, I want to show you how to use it in the right way to save time, spark creativity, and to help you show up consistently with content that connects. Here is the secret. ChatGPT will only give you what you ask, okay? So if you ask in a vague way, you will get vague results. But if you ask clearly with context, you'll get pure gold. Think about it. Imagine you hire a new assistant, okay? And you say, hey, write me something about oils. What would that assistant do? Well, probably give you something random, not very useful, right? But if you said, you are a social media manager for a wellness brand. I need a 100-word Instagram caption about lavender oil. Make it warm, friendly, and end with a call to action to DM me for tips. Now that assistant knows its role, their tone, and exactly what you expect. That instructions you just gave has a name, and it's called a prompt, okay? What is a prompt? A prompt is simply the way you talk to ChatGPT, the instructions you type in. Let's see the difference. So, about prompt. Write a post about lavender oil. Result, boring, generic, no personality, right? Now, let's see a better prompt. Act as a social media expert for moms who want natural solutions. Write a caption about lavender oil for sleep. Make it short, inspiring, and include a question at the end to invite engagement. The second one feels alive, right? It sounds like you, it connects. Learning how to write good prompts is a skill. It's the new literacy of our time. So, the better your prompt, the better your results. So, when I show examples today, don't just think about the answers. I want you to pay attention on how the questions are written. Because once you master prompting, you'll never run out of ideas again. Here is an easy formula you can memorize every time you write a prompt. Role, context, format. Again, role, context, and format. So, what is the role? The role is who should ChatGPT be? A copywriter, a coach, a strategist, a psychologist, whatever you need, okay? Then you have the context, that is, what do you want and who is it for? Example, lavender oil for moms, wellness tips for busy women, business from home for entrepreneurs, etc. And then is the format. And that is, how do you want the answer? Do you want an Instagram caption? Do you want bullet points, real script, Q&A, whatever you need? So, this is an example of using the formula I just shared. Act as a copywriter, that's the role. Write an Instagram caption for moms who want natural ways to help their kids sleep, that's the context. And keep it under 80 words, use 2 emojis, and end up with a question. That's the format. Is that clear? Yes. Okay, so this is your shortcut. Every time you open ChatGPT, think role, context, format. And if you do that, you will always get results that feel useful, specific, and ready to post. Now, let's dive deep in 3 practical ways you can use ChatGPT to create content. The first one, brainstorming content ideas. Instead of wasting time thinking, what should I post this week? I don't know. Well, let ChatGPT act as your creative assistant. It gives you a bank of ideas organized by format, reels, carousels, stories, whatever. So let's review some examples of this. This is a product example prompt. Act as a content strategist. Give me 10 Instagram post ideas about lavender oil for better sleep. Divide them into reels, stories, and carousels. Okay? Now let's have an example of a business prompt. Act as a social media strategist. Give me 12 content ideas for women entrepreneurs in network marketing. Mix motivation, leadership, and lifestyle tips. A sample result for business could be something like, a day in the life of a doTERRA mompreneur, from kids to Zoom calls, for example. Another example of a carousel would be like 5 lessons I've learned as a wellness entrepreneur. So see, the possibilities are unlimited when you learn how to prompt. The second way we can use ChatGPT is writing captions that connect. ChatGPT helps you write captions that are not just text, but conversation starters that invite engagement. So this is a product example caption, a prompt for that. Act as a copywriter, that's the role. Write an Instagram caption about starting the morning with lemon oil in water. Make it under 80 words, add 2 emojis, and end up with a question. So this would be an example from ChatGPT of a caption, okay, of an Instagram caption. One simple habit, big difference. A drop of lemon oil in warm water every morning supports digestion, detox, and focus. Do you add oils in your morning routine? I will be gifting one to the person with the best idea on how to use lemon oil. Let's begin. This is an example, okay? I'm not gifting any lemon oil today. Okay, and then you can also ask for help for business prompts, right? So, act as a copywriter, write a motivational caption for women in network marketing who feel stuck. Keep it warm, under 100 words, include 1 emoji, and finish with a call to action to comment. And here you can see an example of that. Every leader you admire once started at 0. The difference, they didn't quit. If you feel stuck, remember, small daily actions create momentum. What's one action you'll commit to today? I will open some spots on my team. Will you join me? Have you ever read captions like this on Instagram? Now you know they didn't write it. It was ChatGPT. Okay, and the third batch content. Okay, so you can ask ChatGPT to generate an entire week of posts in one shot. This is about efficiency and consistency. So look at this slide. I asked ChatGPT to create me a whole week of content for Instagram between product and business education, and look how amazing. It took a couple of seconds, and now I have a whole week of content that can be created in seconds, thanks to AI. It's amazing, I can't get over it. Now, let's do this together because today is the practical day, right? So, please take out your phones, okay? Open ChatGPT. If you don't have it, you can scan those QRs and download it super quick. I will wait a couple of minutes for you to have it. I guess most of you already have ChatGPT, but for those who don't, a couple of minutes. Okay, now, for those of you who already have the app, you are gonna write this, okay? This is gonna take you a couple of minutes. Act as a social media strategist for women entrepreneurs. I am currently attending the doTERRA Leadership Retreat in Madrid. I want to create an inspiring Instagram reel script for the last day of the event. The reel should be motivational and attract women entrepreneurs to join my team in doTERRA. Highlight that doTERRA is a company at the forefront of health and wellness with the best compensation plan and the most inspiring community in the network marketing industry. And with a strong call to action, inviting women to join my team. Okay? So I'll give you a couple of minutes to write that on ChatGPT. As you can see, it has everything, the role, the context, the format. So I'll give you 1 minute to finish that. And you can do it in your own language too, it doesn't have to be in English. Okay, I am running out of time, but raise your hand if you got something useful in less than 30 seconds. Raise your hand if you feel you got something useful, right? So that's the power of AI. It's to be fast and creative in seconds. So, before I finish my presentation, I want to tell you a story. 3 years ago, I presented at the Global Convention in Salt Lake City, and it took me around 3 months to finish writing my speech. Like, no joking, almost 3 months going back and forth, reading, change this sentence, change that, change this. Now, with this presentation, guess who helped me create it? ChatGPT helped me. Of course, I modified some things and I added my own style, but something that would have taken me days or even months took me maybe 2 hours, for real. So, before I leave, I want to give you a simple plan you can start this week, okay? So first, choose one platform to focus. It can be Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, whatever you feel comfortable with. Second, block 30 minutes each week to brainstorm with ChatGPT. Third, repurpose one story into 3 formats every week. 4, add your personal touch, a photo, a voice note, an emoji, repeat, and repeat. I want you to remember this, okay? Social media is not about being perfect. It's about being present. If you are consistent with AI and you share your story, that is what will give connection to your audience. So this week, I challenge you, sit down, open ChatGPT, and create 5 posts in 5 minutes. Don't wait until you feel ready. Just do it. Because the world doesn't need another influencer. It needs you, your authentic story, amplified with the right tools. Thank you very much.